Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Apple or Spotify, please give me a 5-star rating. This content is brought to you by Uphold, which is a platform that makes it very easy to buy, sell, trade, and earn cryptocurrencies. And a very cool feature of Uphold is you can go between assets very easily. For example, you can trade between cryptocurrencies, precious metals, and stocks. So you can go between Bitcoin and gold and maybe Tesla stock, and you don't have to convert to a specific currency. You can do it very simply on the Uphold platform. Uphold has a great app and it's easy to use. I've been using Uphold for years. I still use them to this day because they're one of the only exchanges out there that has XRP listed. So you can buy, sell, and trade XRP. Many exchanges delisted XRP after the SEC Ripple lawsuit. So Uphold is ahead of the curve. They've done a lot of great things in the market, and they have cool features. And 10 plus million users leverage the platform. They have 200 plus cryptocurrencies, and they're available in 150 countries. And over the years, I've interviewed the founder, the CEO, and many representatives of Uphold. So they are a trusted platform. They are vetted, and I can certainly vouch for them once again because I've been using them for years. So if you'd like to learn more, please visit the link in the description. All right, my friends, the market has had a pullback. Bitcoin, of course, seeing a pullback. It went below $20,000 yesterday. It's back over $20,000. But we are, of course, in a bear market. So prices are low. We are certainly in an accumulation zone. No one can call the bottom. It doesn't matter who they are or how long they've been investing. No one knows the bottom, and likewise, no one knows the top. What we can approximate and guesstimate using technical analysis and past performance is the ranges, the zones, right? We're at the top zone, we're at the bottom zone. And right now, obviously, we're at the bottom zone. And this is certainly a great accumulation phase. So I've been dollar cost averaging, adding to my portfolio. Even if Bitcoin goes to 15,000, I'll be DCAing there because I'm looking at it from a macro perspective. I'm not trying to find the exact bottom. I am just buying the zone, and that's where we're at. And here's a great chart that 360 Trader shared here. And you can see based on this line that's drawn, showing where the bottoms are, we are very close, and the price could go back down a bit more, or we've actually touched the bottom already. So it doesn't matter what the exact price is. What matters is we are in that zone. And, Sven Henrik, who's a great crypto trader and even equities trader, he tweeted out, Bitcoin at risk of breaking its uptrend here. As I said this summer, this trend line must hold or risk is for lower prices. Also, potential for positive weekly divergence if new lows to be determined. So, if you're trading the short term, this is relevant. If you're trading the macro to long term, this is like, okay, here's what's going to happen. But, like I said, accumulation zone, you just keep accumulating. That's how money is made, guys. You buy the lows, you buy the fear, you buy the blood on the streets, and then you wait for the euphoria to come back, right? For prices to go upwards. And today I tweeted out the following Bitcoin chart. Looking at it from a weekly perspective, we saw in 2017, after we hit our peak, we took like a year for Bitcoin to finally see its bottom, and then it started moving back up. And in 2019, we saw a rally, right? So kind of like a retracement, and certainly that was a great swing trade opportunity, but a maximum pain to get there, right? 2018 into early 2019 was painful, guys. So if we were looking at that same type of timeline and movement, what could we expect? Well, pain from here on into early next year, and then possibly a retracement, a rally upwards to make some money there, swing trading, taking some profits, but not to new all-time highs. We would still be in a bear market, and then we'll start moving upwards, and then the next bull market will be in that 2024, 2025 range. So I know some people are going to be like, dude, are you kidding me? We have to wait that long? Well, yeah, I mean that's how the markets, specifically Bitcoin, has played out over the years, 4-year cycles, and then you layer in on top of that the Fed and what's happening in the world with raising interest rates and the actions that are happening with recession and obviously inflation and so forth. So that's what's happening. But like I said, we could potentially see a rally next year, which could be a great swing trade opportunity to take some profits. I will certainly be doing that. But this is how it's looking right now. Now, this is not 100% guaranteed. Like I said, no one can call the top, no one can call the bottom, but we make educated guess here and formulate our thesis, and then we go from there. Now, if the facts change, if Bitcoin rallies to $50,000 next month, then obviously that's our retracement, right? But like how things have played out historically, bear market, a lot of pain, but for the educated investor, opportunity for sure. And I tweeted out that, guys. So if be sure you follow me on Twitter. You're following me on Twitter, guys. I tweet out about these things all the time. So link will be in the description. Now, here's some big news. Meta, which of course owns Facebook, Instagram, and so forth, they tweeted out today, you can now post digital collectibles on Facebook and Instagram. Connect your digital wallet to either app and start sharing your NFTs today. Guys, very, very bullish. I know some of you don't care for NFTs. I know that some of you don't care for Facebook and Instagram and Meta, but this is adoption. This is integration. And look at when it's happening in the bear market, right, guys? This is when building happens. And the next bull market, the 2024 bull market and bull run, will be epic. We will have more people entering the market, more FOMO, a lot more capital coming in. Obviously, we saw just recently BlackRock take a position, right? So NFTs, why are NFTs important? It's another avenue, a pathway for people to enter the crypto market. Remember, these NFTs live on blockchains, and many of you hold the tokens of those native blockchains. So it could be the Ethereum blockchain, it could be Cardano, it could be the XRP ledger, right? So NFTs are certainly a big use case, and it's going to go beyond artwork. I personally don't care for the artwork on the NFT blockchain. What I'm interested in is how it's going to be used by the movie industry, the entertainment, the music industry, right? And how contracts are going to be used with NFTs, guys. That is what I'm interested in. And I'm looking at what angle I want to take when it comes to investing. I don't own any NFTs. I have not bought any. I've not invested in any. That does not mean I'm not bullish on it. I just don't care for the art aspect. If something cool is happening where an NFT or a specific blockchain is being used for certain types of NFTs, I'll look at my entry there. I'll of course share my investment plans around that, but that's where I stand. But I'm very, very bullish on NFTs. And if it's being integrated into social networks, it will be part of pop culture. It will be a status symbol. Guys, human nature does not change. We've seen it time and time again. Humans will adopt it, right? Because it will be part of society, pop culture, and so forth. Very bullish news. And of course, Meta, Facebook, they have a full write-up on this, what they're doing. And I certainly want to be watching this closely. Twitter and YouTube have also said they want to do the same thing. Now, Vechain, some bullish news around Vechain. Many of you know I hold the Vechain token in my portfolio. Yes, we did not see any type of major bull run for Vechain. It is one of my macro investments because I see the solution it's bringing to the table. I see that it's disrupting real world applications and supply management and so forth. So I'm bullish on it long term. It's like XRP. It's one of my long-term holds. I'm accumulating because I see the real world disruption. So I'm willing to wait another 5 to 6 years to see a major return. But the great thing I've always shared with you guys is I'm diversified. So while Vechain and certain tokens may not make me the money, the return I want to see now, that's okay. I'm holding long term, and I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum and other coins that are making me money. And that's the beauty of diversifying, guys, and not being emotionally attached to a coin. So they tweeted out, we're excited to announce a strategic integration partnership with True Trace Technology, a Canadian SaaS platform that will soon offer Vechain toolchain to clients. Together, we're accelerating blockchain adoption for provenance and authentication. And this is, once again, guys, why I'm so bullish. This is a massive use case, supply chain management. There's a lot of fraud in the world, people trying to copy products and do all kinds of things. And this is going to be key in making sure products are legit. They come from the place they come from. The resources, the materials they use are from the places they say they are from, and they are actually the right materials, right? I think you guys understand it, but this is massive. So this was sent out today as a press release. Once again, I continue to hold a Vechain token. I accumulated, and by holding the Vechain token, I'm earning the VThor token. So I'm not sure a lot of people know about that, but that is, it's one of those kind of coins that you can hold and earn passive income off of. So kind of like proof of stake. Now, let's move ahead. Polkadot parachain Moonbeam integrates cross-chain messaging protocol layer 0. So I've talked about Moonbeam because specifically one of my heroes, Michael Arrington, and his fund has invested in Moonbeam, and I'll be adding some to my portfolio as the prices continue to dip. And Michael Arrington, when I interviewed him not too long ago, a few months back, he invested $100 million into Moonbeam. So I'm watching that closely and paying attention to what they're doing. Once again, I haven't taken a position, but when I do, I will of course let you guys know. But they're building, and here they're developing Web3 interoperability via cross-chain messaging. Has been a growing trend. So let me give you some details here. Moonbeam, a layer 1 blockchain protocol with 9.6 million lifetime transactions, according to Etherscan, already uses the Polkadot ecosystem's internal messaging service, XCM. Derek Yo, if I'm saying that right, the CEO of PureStake, the development team behind Moonbeam, told CoinDesk that its integration of Layer 0, which raised $6 million in a Series A round in September, will offer a broader messaging service across various chains such as Ethereum, BNB, the BNB chain, Polygon, and others. Yo said this will encourage builders to deploy their applications on Moonbeam. Developing Web3 interoperability via cross-chain messaging has been a growing trend. Last week, 3 Solana-based projects joined forces to create the Open Chat Alliance, establishing a standard for messaging between protocols. In May, Web3 data platform CyberConnect raised $15 million in a Series A funding to take users' social information between protocols. Guys, you see what's being built here? Massive infrastructure for the token economy, full interoperability between different blockchains and tokens. And that makes me bullish because what did we just talk about? Meta and them integrating NFTs. So as you can imagine, people are going to have different NFTs on different platforms, right? You need interoperability, guys, and it's being built. Web3 is a thing. Yes, we're early. A lot of people were saying, using it in different ways, but it's coming. It is coming, guys. It's going to take years. I know some of you don't want to hear that, but when it comes to investing, patience is so important. If you don't have patience, then maybe go play the lottery, right? That's what I tell people. If you don't have patience when it comes to investing, go play the lottery. But I think we all know true investing will make you solid returns and better money than you going and spending your money on the lottery. But you got to be patient. Let's move ahead here. Stuart Alderati, who's general counsel at Ripple, he tweeted out, Gary Gensler's latest Wall Street Journal commentary proves that the SEC's priority is to protect its turf at the expense of the 40 million plus Americans in the crypto economy. I responded, explaining how his agency's actions are actually leaving consumers holding the bag. And the TLDR here is that the SEC actually took more money out from the crypto market via fines than actual crypto scams did. You can't make this stuff up, right? And Stewart did, his article here on Wall Street Journal. So Gary Gensler getting called out by everybody, and Attorney John Deaton weighed in on what Stuart Alderati put together. He said, in essence, Gary Gensler, the SEC enforcement director, and the SEC's offer of protection to American consumers is the functional equivalent of offering Tesla car owners gas for their cars. Alderati sums up Gensler's protection accurately. So once again, Gary Gensler continues to get dragged in the streets here for his nonsense. And here, Jeremy Hogan highlighted the dichotomy between the amount of money lost to fraud versus what the SEC has been collecting from companies. So he says $1 billion loss due to crypto fraud in 2021. 15 billion lost due to the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Who is the SEC protecting again? And just highlighting the hypocrisy and nonsense from the SEC. Now, there's been some drama, guys, around the folks at Ava Labs. So crypto coin Avax drops 11% after the self-described whistleblower says Avalanche weaponized litigation against rivals. Ava Labs CEO rejected the accusation as conspiracy theory nonsense. So I'm not saying that this is truth. There's crypto leaks. They are a self-proclaimed whistleblower organization, if you want to call it that, released this information. And let me give you some details, because even Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse weighed in on this. So the Avax, well, let me skip that actually. On Friday, Crypto Leaks, a self-proclaimed whistleblower, published a report saying that some years ago, New York-based Ava Labs focused on developing Avalanche's ecosystem, and law firm Roche Friedman made a deal under which Friedman would collect confidential information of rival companies and trap them under class action lawsuits in return for massive amounts of AVAX tokens and Ava Labs corporate stock. So the report said, here, we can reveal that the pact directs Roche Friedman and their leader, Kyle Roche, to one, use the American legal system gangster style to attack and harm crypto organizations and projects that might compete with Ava Labs or Avalanche in some way. Two, sue crypto industry actors generally with the aim of creating magnets for regulators such as the SEC and the CFTC that distract them from the highly commercial nature of Ava Labs and Avalanche blockchain. And three, secretly pursue Emin Gunsier's personal vendettas against individuals. So that Emin Gunsier, if I'm saying his name right here, Ava Labs founder and CEO, dismissed the piece as conspiracy theory nonsense. So it's to be determined if this is legit or not. It wouldn't surprise me if it is, because we've kind of seen that in the crypto industry where certain projects will put out FUD about others. I think we've seen Cardano get attacked by Ethereum people, Bitcoin people attack Ethereum, and put out fake news and all that stuff, right? It's a strategy because we live in the internet social media world, and it's easy to put out an article somewhere and start retweeting it and getting it viral and trending, and people, read it and it's like, oh no, this is what's happening. And by the time the actual facts come out, sometimes that could be too late, where the price of something drops, or, the regulators start going after them. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But let's see, the folks there are saying it's wrong. Well, anyway, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, he tweeted out, can't comment on the validity of the slew of allegations in here, but I can unequivocally say that I have never met or spoken to, much less invested in, Kyle Roche. So part of the leaks, it says here, they were the company, the law firm was representing Ripple, who were defending a lawsuit claiming their XRP token was an illegal security. According to Kyle, he proposed to their CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, that he create a new law firm that would specialize in suing others in crypto using exactly the same kinds of tactics that were being used against Ripple. Kyle asked that Brad become his angel investor, and curiously, Brad agreed. One might have expected he would want to see less of this kind of litigation across the industry. So Brad is like, this is BS. Like, and you know what's happening here. So glad he kind of came out and set the record straight. But look, this is the, you know, kind of like the capitalism, the bad side of capitalism sometimes. And don't get me wrong, I love capitalism. I don't. That's why I live in the United States. Okay, the freedoms of capitalism, but there's pros and cons to everything. But you know, people can go out and do things like this, but it is what it is. I'll take the advantages of capitalism, of course, because the pros outweigh the cons versus other things like socialism and all that. But you know, it sucks that this type of stuff gets out there and companies try to do this. And Kyle Roche did, you know, he did put out a statement here, kind of saying that this is all wrong and it's false and all that. So I'm actually trying to get an interview with him and see if I can discuss this about with him. Finally here, Singapore says crypto ban for retail not likely to work. Tell us something we don't know. You know, we've talked about this for years. They can't ban it. People find a way. We've seen it time and time again with the internet. Crypto is global. People will find a way. You try to shut off exchanges, they will build decentralized exchanges. They'll do things like local Bitcoin, meet up directly, right, and go around it. So it's interesting to see a country, a government just come out and say, you know what? Yeah, you know, if we try to ban this, it's not going to work. People are going to find a way. It's too late. The genie's out the bottle. They can't put it back in, right? The train has left the station. They can't. You know, if they wanted to stop Bitcoin and crypto, they should have done it in 2012 or 2011 or something. Back then, it certainly had a better chance. But now, nope, we've come too far. So crypto's here to stay. It will be part of the future economy. Certainly certain cryptos on the market cap list will die, and then there are going to be the winners, right? There's winners and losers in every market. Just remember that. Case in point, look at the .com boom, right? In 2001, you had the big crash, and that bubble popped. Well, I should say it's 2000, I believe it was. Anyway, 2000, the bubble popped, and you had your Googles, your Yahoos, your Facebooks, and all that, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. You had the winners, and then you had the losers, the pets.com and the other ones who didn't have a solid business plan, who weren't actually generating revenue, but they were spending a lot of money on ads. So, but that comes with investing, right? The risk, and you have to be smart, do your due diligence, and of course, patience. And remember, guys, in the bubble pop, the people who bought the bottom, who bought the Amazon stock and so forth at the bottom, made out well in the years to come. Same thing in 2008. If you bought stocks back then when everything bottomed, you made out well in the years to come. Same thing applies for crypto. So that's the news. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.